right, let's get started. It's 7. Right.
Alrighty, good morning, everybody. It's 7 a.m. It is time for our 30-day yoga challenge, day number 3. Kudos if you are here. Let's get to it. I'll start in a standing position today. Hands overhead, reaching tall. I finally figured out how to get my whole self onto the screen, so yay, you can see my head now. Oh, just take a second, stretch really tall. Move those feet around, up on the toes, and just kind of roll around. Good morning. Roll those toes around, that feels good. Oh, take your hands behind, clasp behind, open that chest up. Point the chin to the sky. Tiny little back bend if you like, pressing the hips forward. Just getting our lower back warmed up here. Let's take a swan dive. Forward slowly, don't get dizzy. Ugh. Opening up the lower back here. Let's take it from side to side. Open up those hamstrings. Right knee forward. Woof. Left knee forward. Right knee forward. Left knee forward one more time. All the way up. Hands overhead, reaching tall. Up on the toes, up on the toes. Up on the toes. Hips to the left. Back through center. Hips to the right. Engage those glutes to stay solid in this pose. One more time each side, a little bit deeper. And the other way. Release, swan dive down. Second time should be a little bit looser. Reach the floor, yay. Since we're down here, let's put our hands down, step back, down dog. Remember, it doesn't matter if your legs are bent, if your knees are bent. Let's get that motion in there. Walk it out, walk it out. Pedal it. One side to the other, get some movement in there. Woo-hoo. Hips to the sky, shoulders and chest to the floor. We'll bring it into plank. We're holding our plank here. And then we're going to drop into our cobra. Release those toes. And bring it on down. Toes curled under. And back up into down dog. Woof. 2 seconds of rest. Pedal it out, pedal it out. The hamstrings should be warming up. Then I should get closer and closer to the floor. You'll notice that I have a little pallet blanket here that's helping me kind of get that in there a little bit closer. You can use all kinds of props in yoga. Anything that helps you get into the pose a little bit deeper. Hips up high, shoulders and chest reaching to the floor. Back into our plank. Holding that plank. Head looking straight forward. And slightly forward and back down into our cobra. Release those toes. Stretch that front body. And push back into all fours. Woo! Nice warm up. Okay, cat cow. Yes, always cat cow. So good every day. Do 3 or 4 or 5 repetitions as it feels good, each direction. feeling those muscles in the lower abdomen, the pelvis. Woo. Excellent. Let's curl our toes under and hop back up. Going to hop back up to standing. One vertebrae at a time, come on up. And mountain pose once more, hands overhead. Oh. Feet about shoulder width apart. And release. All right, now we're going to get to our tree pose, our balance segment today. Feet about shoulder width apart. Let's just roll back and forth between the 2 feet, find our balance point. Where is our sense of balance on the bottom of our foot? Is it at the ball of the foot? Is it at the back of the foot? Is it on the side? Roll around on your feet and kind of feel where that balance point is. Stay connected here. So we're going to find our balance on our right foot and keep our body nice and straight and turn that left foot out and grab our tree. It doesn't have to be a huge branch today. Make it a little branch. Make it a tiny tree branch. And release. Step it out, equalize that weight. We'll do this several times today, getting back into the balancing postures here. Find that weight on the left foot. Balance. Put your center of gravity set over your left foot. Kick that right knee out and find your tree branch. You can add hands if you like. And don't be afraid to fall over. Falling over means you're on the edge of what you can do at that particular moment. You see I'm not grounded, I keep falling over. Okay. Find my balance. Keep my branch small. And release. Head it out, head it out, head it out. Legs wide, we're gonna go right down into our squats. Oh yeah. Elbows to the inside of the knee, pressing against. Drop those hands. Getting ready to go into our crow pose eventually. This is our setup. And back up. And all the way back up. Widen the legs a little bit more. Need to anchor my setup here a little bit more. Drop the hands, wide leg forward fold, drop the head. Some weight on the front of the hands, it's kind of fun. Working the wrists a little bit. Again, lower back and hamstrings, so important. I'm gonna take it to the side. Right knee out, little lunge action here. The left, ooh, that feels good. A few times each direction. Ooh. And coming back up, step the feet together, and back into our tree position. Standing tall, feet shoulder width apart. Find that balance point on your right foot again. Center in on it. Where is that balance point? Roll around on your foot. Find the balance. Kick out that left knee and find your tree branch. Tighten up those glutes. Stay in this pose. Woo, there we go. And release. Pedal it out, pedal it out. Left side, find that balance point. Get solid. Kick the knee out. Find your tree branch. It helps to stare at a static point on the wall. Maintain focus. And release. All right, we're gonna do that whole set one more time. Let's open those legs up, down into our squat. Oh. Hands down. Sort of our starting of our crow. A little bit of weight on the hands. Back up. Wide leg forward fold. Roll the hands over. And left knee out. Right knee out. Left knee out. Right knee out. Stretching those inner thighs. And release. Coming back up. One more time with our tree. Pull it out, pull it out. Find that weight on the right foot. You can even use a chair on the side if you like too, or a couch. Hold on to something, that's fine too. The wall. Keep the left foot out. Center yourself. Find your tree branch. And release. Taking about 3 full breaths on those, just so you know. Find your balance in your left foot. Woo. Last time, kick that knee out. Find your tree branch. Solidify using the glutes. Nice. And release. Pedal it out, pedal it out. Woo. Hands together all the way up. Mountain pose, reaching tall. Tiny little back bend, tiny little back bend. Back to center. We're gonna lower into chair pose. You just act like you're sitting in a chair. Working some quads here, keep the hands up. And release. Up and swan dive down all the way down. Woo. Hands to the floor, back into down dog. See how far your down dog has come this morning. Pedal it out, pedal it out. Heels should be getting close to the floor. Hips high, shoulders and chest reaching for the floor. Coming into our plank. And roll it down into cobra. Release the feet. You can widen your hands. You can go down onto your elbows if you like, for sinks. And roll back into child's pose. Knees open, toes together. Head in the center here. You can use a block or a pillow right here. Take a few breaths in child's pose. Coming up to all fours. And take that right leg in front, coming into our pigeon. Slide that left leg back. Oh yeah, we remember pigeon. Oh. Ooh. Feel the stretch. The hip flexor on the right and the front of the quad and actually the abs in the center on the left side. Feel it all the way up here into the stomach. Nice stretch. And release that. Bring the other leg forward. Slide the right leg back. And your pigeon can be different on both sides. Remember, our bodies are not necessarily the same. Flexibility mobility on each side. So we have to give ourselves grace and work with what we've got. Keep working on that mobility, keep working on flexibility. Ooh, see, this side is not quite as easy for me. And if you like, you can take it down to a sleeping pigeon. Sleepy pigeon. Or stay right where you were. Whatever feels good today. Roll that around till you find the edge of that. Ah. And release. Coming back to all fours. Woo. Let's paddle the feet up and down in the back. Loosen up those ankles, tops of the feet. The toes under and down dog. Should be your best down dog of the morning. Heels should be getting almost down to the floor, if not already. Nice and loose now. Hips high, shoulders and chest reaching for the floor. And into our plank. Last time. And roll it on into cobra. Stretching that front body. And roll it back into all fours. Cross your feet in the back. And come into a seated position. Woo. Good job, everybody. That tree pose is hard. That we'll keep coming back to that. Those balance poses are so beneficial. Helps us kind of find those little tiny muscles that keep us balanced throughout the day. I know I've been kind of missing that. So glad we're back at it. Let's take a few minutes and just relax. The work is done. Roll the shoulders. You've woken up your spine this morning. You've woken up your brain. Woken up your nervous system. Lower back, hips, hamstrings, and your balance points. Just take a minute, close your eyes. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Think about everything or nothing. We'll take about 10 breaths here. And open up your eyes slowly, get some movement back in your body. Nice and gentle. Open your eyes. Thank you for joining me for yoga day 3. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow will just be video over the weekend, so just watch for that video to drop Saturday and Sunday. Thank you for joining me. I will see you guys next time. Have a great day.